As mentioned, the pit road is further up the racetrack than the start-finish line. It's in front of the Tri-Oval, and our fantastic foursome will patrol the pits today. And let's get a word first from Steve Burns.
Mike, over 100,000 fans are enjoying a beautiful Alabama Sunday in stark contrast to the weather yesterday. Dark, angry, menacing skies caused NASCAR to cancel all on-track activities. The tornadoes that caused so much damage in Mississippi were headed directly to this part of the country. Fortunately, the storms skirted this area. As Jeff Hammond and I rode in this morning, fans had lit the campfires, were throwing a football, or playing Chucko. They are here in strong numbers, over 100,000, Chris Devoda.
Would you believe no driver in a Ford here today has won a race at Talladega? The Ford team's using the new FR9 engine, including Greg Biffle. Greg Irwin, his crew chief, told me all the I's have been dotted, the T's have been crossed, and even with the spoiler that adds a little bit of drag, their fuel mileage still looks about the same. They are good to go. Dick Berggren?
Well, Kevin Harvick's nickname is Happy Harvick, but right now it probably should be named Hungry Harvick, because he has not won a Cup point-paying race since the 2007 Daytona 500. But he's got a strong horse today. He's got the car he won the shootout with at Daytona in February. He starts up front in the 4th position, and moments ago I asked him if he thought he had a real good shot to win this thing. He looked at me and smiled, and Harvick said today, everybody's got a shot to win this thing. Matt Yoakum.
Dick, no drivers had a better month than Denny Hamlin. Chris Devoda documented that earlier in the pre-race, but no driver of late has had better cars at Talladega, yet not gone to victory lane than Denny Hamlin. They brought back the car that was so stout here a year ago, and when you pull the guys that really matter at this place, the spotters, because they see everything, they said his car looked perfect in practice. He could go wherever he wanted. The car would do whatever he wanted it to do. Keep an eye on the 11. His best finish here is 3rd. They think today that'll change with a win.
Let's take a look at our FedEx Understanding the Race. These are the trends or the patterns crew chiefs will look at. Our last 9 spring races here, NASCAR on Fox. Number of cautions, average 7. How about 2001, caution-free? In fact, we've had 3 caution-free races here at Talladega. The first caution, average lap 32, but 4 times in those 9 races, the first 10 laps. The longest green flag run, average 76 laps. We always have 1 to 2 green flag pit stops here. And the last caution, average lap 177, roughly 10 laps to go. That's for sure been the pattern at all tracks in 2010.
If nothing else, this has been the Speedway of surprises. 10 NASCAR drivers scored their first ever Sprint Cup victory here. For 7 of those, it was their only win. Richard Brickhouse, who won the first race. Lenny Pond, who won for a long time the fastest race in NASCAR history. Ron Bouchard, as a rookie, steamed around the outside of Darrell and Terry Labonte to win in '81. Dick Brooks, Bobby Hillin, Phil Parsons, and last year, Brad Keselowski.
You race the favorites every time you come here, but you always leave it open for somebody that you wasn't expecting to see up there, and that's how you get those first-time winners.
Let's take a look at our race analysis for this 188-lap, 500-mile race. Pit road speed, 55 miles per hour. The pit window for Sunoco race fuel, 42 to 46 laps. We will have a competition caution on lap 20, which means you can pit before lap 20, but you cannot fuel the car until that lap right there.
New to Talladega is NASCAR's new rear spoiler. We started out at Martinsville on the half-mile, went to Phoenix the 1 mile, Texas the 1.5 miles, and now we're at potentially NASCAR's fastest speedway for the first time with this new appendage that increases drag and downforce. How will it play into today's race?
I think we're going to see a fast race, Mike. I think the cars are handling really good. The guys say they got a lot of downforce with this new rear spoiler. We've got the biggest plate we've had here in quite some time, which means we're going to have fast speeds. This could be a record pace today.
Well, we've set the table for you as best we can. Let's turn it over to the fellows who are behind those windshields and inside the helmets to tell you about the opening laps of Talladega.
You know, I think when you come down to take the green, it's the first 30 seconds of the race don't really get too wound up, but it doesn't take long for everything to get tight and busy in a hurry.
You can expect craziness, at least I can promise you that.
You know, so it's exciting. There's a lot of lead change, a lot of back and forth, and as a driver, I really enjoy it.
You know, I wish that
we would have heart rate monitors in the car.
You know going into this race that just the mindset that it takes to approach this race is totally different than anywhere else we go.
Pins and needles, Darrell?
Oh, always. It's just that anxiety that you have coming to get to green, because we know you can wreck here anytime, even on the first lap if the cars are going all over the place like they can do here.
You know, we talk about a record race pace. Honestly, I think we could set a record for lead changes, especially the way we saw those two cars. They were talking about it in the pre-race, being able to hook up and pick up 8-10 miles per hour by themselves, nose to tail.
And I don't want to hammer about wrecks all the time. I know we talk about it all the time when we come here. It's great racing as well. But on the driver's mind is staying out of trouble, not wrecking.
We may see some single file freight train parade style racing for a while, but not for long.
You have to do that, Mike.
Yep.
Your heart, you heard him talk about a heart monitor in the car. Your heart won't take 188 laps of intense racing around here like it gets. You got to take a little break somewhere along the way.
Well, folks, watch and enjoy these first 187 laps, but remember, 16 Talladega races, including 5 of the last 9, were decided by a pass on the last lap.
What you don't want to have happen is to be standing by the water cooler in the morning. Somebody says, "You see what happened at Talladega?"
All right, fellas, here we go.
DW, she's the biggest, she's the baddest, and she's the boldest, and she is the fastest. Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time.
Thank you there, crew chief. Appreciate it very much. I'm setting on ready. I'm sort of jacked up for this thing. I'm ready to go. Hold this field down as I come down here to get the green. Waiting on the flagman. Green flag in the air. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing Talladega style, boys.
It didn't just drive into the lead. Kevin Harvick shoved him there.
Jamie McMurray in that one car talked to him there under the pace laps. He did not come up to speed.
Don't get too concerned just yet. Might be falling to the rear on purpose.
Who will lead the first lap? Remember, the start-finish line is not in the middle of the tri-oval. Here, it's all the way down past the exit of pit road. KB, Kyle Busch with an assist from Jeff Burton, leads lap 1.
They're going to jump right down in front of Matt Kenseth in that 17 car, as well as Kevin Harvick in the 29. In fact, the front 6 nose to tail at the bottom of the track.
And automatically, as soon as that green flag came out, you know what you're looking for? Somebody to work with. Somebody to love.
We believe that both the Earnhardt Ganassi cars, Jamie McMurray and Juan Pablo Montoya, dropped toward the back on the initial start.
It just wouldn't surprise me, Mike. It wouldn't surprise me to see several guys do that because of that. What we talked about early on, this wad of cars right here, don't want anything to go wrong early in the race.
Teammates on the high side, the orange car Logano, Denny Hamlin pushing him all the way up to 6th place from mid-pack.
And I mean, when you look at this wad of cars, yeah, this racetrack is wide enough for about 5 wide, but all it takes is one of those guys, one of those drivers to bobble a little bit, and that's what causes the big one.
Here's the phenomenon that we see at Talladega that we haven't seen for, I don't know, ever up to the last couple of years. Look at those 2 cars on the outside.
The 2-car tango, 2 cars working together can be faster than the entire pack.
Just look at right there. Joey Logano, the 20, 190 miles an hour, where the pack was running in the mid to high 180s.
And you'll see that'll happen all day long. Remember in the pre-race show, we talked about timing. You want to figure out when to get that 2-car thing going more for the end of the race. You're working on it from the beginning.
Here they come from out of the middle. Kenseth with Harvick, and now Kenseth alone can't get all the way to the lead because of Logano and Hamlin. 33 cars in this lead pack.
And that two car thing, Mike, took a lot of guys by surprise a year or so ago. Now they know it works. Now they anticipate it. Now they try to get involved in that. You see what happens when they break up.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin backed all the way into Dale Jr. just because the two outside and inside lines converge, close up on them. The middle lane, nowhere to go.
You get caught in the sucker hole, that middle hole there where you see Logano in the 20 car. You can make a little progress there, but boy, it's treacherous.
Now these two cars coming to the start-finish line now. Matt Kenseth in the 17, Harvick in the 29. They've been locked together since the drop of the green flag.
5 cars out of the middle trying to break away with one on the bottom. And they just cannot get away from this pack unless they are 2 by 2. That 2-car tango out front, we're going to see a lot of that today.
Let's find out and see what's happening with the 1 and the 42 down there in the pits. What do you guys know?
DW heard Jamie Mack say early on that he was going to try to play it conservative, and that's a strategy that Kevin Mannion told me earlier this morning. They're going to play it conservative for the first half, and it's great that they have a good company teammate, as in the 42 of Juan Pablo. They were going to try to work together.
The bad thing is they're a quarter of a lap or more behind in 42nd spot. Harvick looking for the lead. He wants to lead a lap, and he will.
Well, those two guys had enough lead. They could swap and let each other lead another lap. But back-to-back Murray and Montoya, what I don't like, the leaders are running 48 80s and 90s. Montoya and McMurray 51 50s.
Yeah, that grouping up like that only works when you have the draft of the big pack. Once you fall the back, your 3 or 4 cars just can't keep up with the draft of that big pack.
Junior and Hamlin.
Here we go.
Logano and toot, train's coming through.
Coming through, boys. And the reason this will work, folks, is because, see, they're in the corners. They can, with this car, front and rear bumper lines up so well, you can push a guy all the way around the racetrack, and that's why it works.
And the reason it doesn't work with 3 cars is if the 3rd car pushes the 2nd car out of shape, the 1st car could go for a ride.
Yeah, and the other thing is you can only do that for a couple of laps, Mike, because the guy pushing will get his engine will get too hot. They got to swap.
But Hamlin in the 11 pushed the 88 up there before they got to the start-finish line. He ducked out, took the lead from Dale Jr. in the 88.
Now which lane's going to go? Earnhardt's got a firm lock onto Hamlin's bumper. And from the outside, here comes Tony Stewart, and he's got help.
See, even this early in the race, you're already saying, I'm sure Dale Jr. is saying to Hamlin, oh, so that's the way you're going to play the game.
Make a note of that.
Yes. Let me write that down.
Yeah, that's the 19 car of Elliott Sadler that's pushing Tony Stewart in the 14 on the high side.
Elliott Sadler went from 27th to 5th in 1 lap.
It's all about getting in the right line and making the right move, and you can do that very easily.
And I'm going to tell you what, there's a car in the high side, that 34 car of Travis Kvapil. He started back in the 34th position. He's up there in the 8th position on the high side.
Kvapil in yellow and blue, 4th in line on the outside.
I wonder if these guys know that there's going to be a yellow flag at 20 laps. They're not racing like there's going to be one.
All right, Hamlin led the first lap. Here comes Stewart and Sadler. The S&S boys teamed up here.
Well, the thing, we talk about lead changes. Unfortunately, the way it's monitored is at the start-finish line only. There's no telling how many lead changes we have around the entire racetrack.
And my favorite word for restrictor plate racing, particularly here at Talladega, is co-opetition. That's a Ford pushing a Chevrolet. Why? Because look where they are.
Because he can. 8 laps complete. Tony Stewart, Elliott Sadler have shot out in front of the field. You're watching NASCAR on Fox.